Hey everyone! So today I will be showing you just what I had to do during my process in creating my short film opening. Let's go back to the beginning. At the start of the year, I had many ideas for what I wanted to create when it came to start this project. I had ideas of doing something like the hit and one of my favorite TV shows, Parks and Recreation, or my favorite film, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I then turned to something more serious, like another one of my favorite movies, Girl Interrupted. But then I came to a standstill for a bit. What was I going to create? Then the light bulb went off. I recalled a short story I had written last year in my creative writing class, and an idea I was particularly proud of and knew was possible to make. I reached back into the archives and found it, giving birth to an idea that would soon blossom. Now the process had begun. I posted on my blog 3 times a week about what I was doing, how everything was coming along, and so on. During the first week, I developed some research on other films that came from short stories, and started putting elements from my short story that could be used to create an opening. I finally settled on a few scenes that I could compile together. I pulled apart what I needed and began storyboarding and laying out the ideas for my script. By the second week, I was done with my storyboard and had all the visuals present in my head. Things were really coming together. I was very proud of how far I'd come. Now it was time to really sit down and get serious. I began writing my script using a cool app I found during my research called Celtics. Writing wasn't easy, especially when it came to a script, but during the 3rd week I managed to pull it together and form something amazing. Between this time and filming, there was quite a lot of lull. Due to mine and my actors' conflicts, I wasn't able to begin filming until the last 2 weeks. During the 4th week, I improved my research and really tried to pull more elements from other films that I could use. Then it finally came time to film. After weeks of waiting, I got my cast and crew together and began to film something that would become another epic part of my ongoing project. We began shooting pretty late, about a week before the project was due, but we were able to get everything done just in time. The shoot took about 2 to 3 hours, and then we recorded audio to place over the recorded footage, which was about half an hour, so all in all we were able to finish before sundown. After we were done filming, I rushed home to begin editing. I've been using iMovie for many years, so naturally that was my go-to. That night I was able to get a surprising amount of work done, and one night about half of my footage was in place, so I was able to start with a goal the next day. As the days passed, I was able to see the real image of my film come together. I couldn't believe it. My blog posts were becoming something more and more full of exclamation points. After a lot of hard work and dedication, I was able to get everything finished and clean before the end of the week the project was due. Finally, I had created something I had been looking forward to all year. The process was over. Hopefully all this was worth it to get someone to enjoy this little piece of art I have made. I hope you enjoyed Jeff's Last Stand and that you love it just as much as I've loved making it.